I bet those older fans of the novel never thought this day would actually come. In Ender's Game, we follow Ender Wiggin. He has been recruited by the international military and trained to prepare themselves for an alien invasion. Now, I am actually a huge fan of the novel by Orson Scott Card. I thought it was a very brilliant, thought-provoking novel, and I had just a whole lot of fun reading it. And it was such a cool novel to even put it in the time frame of when it was written, like way back in like the 1980s, and to see my generation come in and to be able to read a novel and still find enjoyment in it says a lot about the novel Orson Scott Card wrote. And ever since that novel came out, they have been trying to make a movie for this novel. As a fan of the novel, I walked out satisfied. I could truly feel like the spirit and the themes and all the messages that Orson Scott Card crammed into his novel were definitely presented. Now, I would say one problem I did have with Ender's Game is there are so many messages and themes, there's so much to take out of that one book that it's kind of hard to put that all in one film that's like 2 hours long. So it doesn't have quite the emotional weight that I would have liked this film to have had. The cast to Ender's Game is so fantastic. I mean, you have such high profile names like Viola Davis, Ben Kingsley, Harrison Ford. You have newcomers like Haley Steinfeld, Asa Butterfield, who, by the way, is the perfect Ender Wiggin. He is one freaking awesome character. Like, all the characters in this movie are awesome, but Ender is definitely a character you're able to root for, and I love that as very well. As a fan of the novel, there are some changes, but I would say the main thing that they do is they do a lot of condensing. They condense the storyline quite a lot from the movie, and it makes the movie run at a very, very fast pace, maybe a little too fast. You know, it's hard to turn books into movies because you have such little time to put as much as you can. So as fans of the novel, it feels like we're watching our favorite novels in like fast forward. And that's kind of how it felt. While I enjoyed Ender's Game, I don't think this movie exceeded its full potential. Like, even in thinking about it now, I felt like there was still more of it that could have been added onto it and to make the film reach its full potential. Now, reading the book, The Battle Room, was probably the coolest thing to read, just to see this sort of anti-gravity and kind of wish that you were there. And seeing it on the big screen, it just made me wish I was there. For fans of the novel, this is a very faithful adaptation. There are actual words from the novel in the book. Final battle and the end of this movie is so spectacular. It is so perfect. It's so great. Like, the whole last act of this movie is like flawless. Like, the ending to this movie is so perfect. It's so visually stunning and thrilling and exciting. You're just gonna, I literally sat there. All the emotions, all the messages and themes, they just really get thrown at you and they hit you so hard. And they do some more condensing and they kind of take out a little bit of a storyline, but they do a very, very great job with it. Ender's Game is a visually stunning, faithful adaptation. While it doesn't reach its full potential and goes by way too fast, in my humble opinion, as a fan of Orson Scott Card's novel, I walked out of this movie adaptation pretty satisfied, and I think you guys should go see it. I really enjoyed it a lot. So as a score goes, you guys, I'm going to give Ender's Game a 4 out of 5. Definitely worth checking out. So what did you think of Ender's Game? Are you a huge fan of the novels? How long have you been waiting for this movie? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. So until next time, you guys, I'm the Slasher Movie Reviewer, and you guys have just been slashed.